I've shared some things with you privately about a material that was obtained, and I think it's going to make a splash, don't you think? Literally.
Yeah.
But there is video of what appears to be a transmedium vehicle, and I hope by the end of the year it's going to be made public.
Me too, man.
Splashed.
Two leaders in ufology, Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp, recently sat down to record another episode of their podcast, Weaponized. And in it, they spoke about two different things that I found quite interesting. One being a material, potentially they have obtained UFO material that could make a splash, right? As well as a video of a transmedium off-world vehicle, allegedly, or some vehicle, going in and out of the water. Let's go, y'all. Here's the first clip. Enjoy.
Let's just jump back in for our audience a little bit real quick. When it comes to the 2019 events, we were talking with a buddy of ours, and the takeaway I got today about that was, here's an individual who is in a place of authority and is like, yeah, man, you found me. I'll tell you a little bit about it. I am baffled after all the decades that this individual has worked in the capacity he did in the, let's say, military. This is the one thing that sticks out that he can't get answers on in his mind. Everything is identifiable usually. These UAP that day were not, and he still doesn't know what swarmed those Navy ships. And I do hope we get closer to an answer on that.
Well, it's interesting that he's careful in what he says, even though we're speaking to him as friends and, off the record kind of a thing. He doesn't say aliens. He's not calling them interplanetary vehicles. He knows it's mysterious and an unsolved mystery, and let's say it is Chinese drones. That's a big story. It's a big deal that they were flying those, 100 of them off the West Coast all around our ships, and we don't know what they are, and we don't have the ability to take them down.
Yeah, and I think being that he is military-minded and a patriot, it's like he's very disturbed with the fact if we don't know who is operating what he says are these units, which, go into the water and out of the water, which is kind of neat, and we'll hear more about that.
Yeah, so, there's going to be a development on that. The world has been waiting for USO video or a transmedium vehicle. We've heard these rumors about this giant flying triangle comes out of the water. I've never seen that video.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody who has. We keep hearing about it. But there is video of what appears to be a transmedium vehicle, and I hope by the end of the year it's going to be made public.
Me too, man.
Now, many of you may remember a video that Jeremy Corbell and George Knapp released previously about a transmedium vehicle. Right, a video purportedly showing some sort of craft going in the water, right? Hovering above the water and then going in. Let's rewind and take a look at the clip.
Took off, booking it.
Break Omaha, Pickney Kid, Rocco Peralta passive ability to launch helo ASAP.
Splashing and bearing range.
Sure. You got 2 winds, 30 knots.
Keep going, bro. Let's go down.
You're making 10, so we could probably bring about 35 relative. Sir.
Yeah, that brings it.
We got a lot of white water out there, some 6-foot swells.
Whoa, it's getting close.
Yeah, we have 31 knots sustained wind, topside, gust of 40.
Whoa, splashed. Mark bearing and range.
Now, the idea of another video coming out, and this one being a triangular craft, right, is absolutely fascinating. Let's be real. And who wouldn't love to see that? Now, what are the odds that it comes out by the end of the year? Probably pretty slim, but who knows, right? And even respectfully for George and Jeremy, let's be real, they can't control it all, right? So they can hope for things and try to make things work behind the scenes, but inevitably, at the end of the day, I'm sure it relies on a lot of people making a lot of decisions, right? So we'll wait and see. Now, let's get to those alleged materials that potentially could be made public. Here's clip number 2.
You have some things that will be coming out, and I know you kind of can't talk about it right now, but like you've been very active over the last like 6, 9, 12 months. You got a project that will be coming out, right?
Yeah, can't say a darn thing about it, but it's involved a lot of travel, meeting with a lot of people. It'll be a big deal, I think, when it comes out. You're involved with it as well. And I don't want to be excessively mysterious about it, but I just can't say anything. But I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to push the ball forward a lot. But the downside of it is, after another intense year of UFO work and UFO activity and traveling around the world and wearing my old body out, you do approach sort of a burnout factor.
Mm-hmm.
So we've had to, at least for me, I needed to take some time away from this a little bit, just when I'm not actively traveling somewhere to record this or that, to separate myself and take a break.
Yeah. I'm not proactively like posting anything right now. I'm really trying to relax my mind and do the work, and so I'm going to play the investigative reporter here. So I'd assume, George Knapp, that what it is you're putting out will be a filmed product. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's a visual medium.
Okay.
I'll put it that way.
That I'm very excited for whatever it is that you're going to be putting out to the world. Watching you, hunt the UFO thing and getting your perspective is I think going to be very cool for everybody that gets to watch. So that's great. I can't wait. Let us know when you can talk about it.
Yeah, I'm dying to tell it, because I've shared some things with you privately about a material that was obtained, and I think it's going to make a splash, don't you think? Literally.
Yeah, I do think.
Splashed. Mark bearing and range.
Now, a material, y'all, a UFO material getting released. Let's go. I say more of this, right? We need more materials being released and analyzed and studied and looked at. I'm all about it. Now, I think George tries to leave a clue when he says splash. We'll leave a splash. Could this potentially be, well, one of two different things, right? A particular material from a USO, right? Or could it be a material from the USO captured in that footage of the USS Omaha? I don't know, right? Splash being the key word, essentially. But let's be real. Absolutely, I welcome any new UFO material to be released, or material alleged to be something peculiar, right? Mysterious. Something about it. Needs more testing. All about it. And what's this documentary that George Knapp is working on? I'm telling y'all, we have a lot of great stuff coming out this year and within the next year, and it does take time to make those projects. So I get it. You got to travel, you got to edit, you got to set up interview. Like, there's a lot of logistics, right, to piece all this together for people, right? Like, so I welcome it. Can't wait. And very much looking forward to it. Look, anything George Knapp does, I'm in, y'all, right? Let's be real. So, and it sounds like Jeremy's also a part of it, of course, as who, amongst other people that are going to be a part of this. So, very much looking forward to it. Can't wait.
All these years that you've done the UFO thing, is it important to travel and do that and talk with people on the ground in different countries?
Oh, absolutely. Sure. You need to get to the scene of where these things happen to get an understanding of it. Track down original witnesses for cases, incidents that are well known, but really not well understood. Things that we went to go take a look at in Brazil, for example. I've seen documents that have not been made public. I've seen a lot of reports. I've read public source information about things that had happened. But I think the public's going to get a different take on it. And it shocked me for how different reality is on the ground in places like that than what I've read for all these years.
All right, y'all. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Remember, every day's a gift. Peace.
I live inside inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep.